I'm Chance.
And I'm Sarah Catherine.
And this is Conservation Connection,
presented by Last Chance Endeavors.
We are a husband and wife team running a wildlife education nonprofit. It's focused on connecting students to their environment.
Each week, here on Conservation Connection, we do just that, introducing you to the groundbreaking science and conservation work that's happening every day across the globe.
We talk to professionals in the world of conservation science and wildlife management, and we ask them about their career,
their current projects,
their wild and crazy stories from the field,
and everything in between.
This episode is a collaboration with EarthX here in Dallas, Texas.
EarthX is the largest Earth Day celebration in the world, and it brings in speakers from every corner of the environmental arena.
Listen in to hear the stories of today's environmental titans, covering everything from environmental law, ocean health, renewable energy, clean transportation, and so much more.
Let's get to the show.
Guys, we are so excited for this micro episode that we've got going on here. This is from EarthX Dallas 2019. We're sitting down with the Metamorphosis Energy team, and they have a pretty fantastic story to tell us. So I'm just going to have us go around the room. Tell me who you are and what you do.
I'm Mark Victor Hansen, and I've been blessed to sell more books than anybody. The Chicken Soup for the Soul series, which for your listeners, we've got everything from Chicken Soup for the Kid's Soul to Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul. And if you're in college and want to make sure you get to graduation, I championed a book called Chicken Soup for the College Soul.
But there's about more than 250 versions of Chicken Soup for the Soul out there, right?
Right. And we've sold over 500 million books worldwide and still rocking. And now we got movies coming out and we're the biggest licensor because I created that in the book business. Nobody thought you could do it. But I read Steven Spielberg's book and I thought, wow, if he could do 800 million with E.T., but $1.5 billion in licensing junk, I'm going to license junk in products. They're not junk at all. But
fantastic products.
I've done $1 billion worth of licensing stuff and nobody before me had ever even thought you could license books.
Awesome. Okay, next on the table.
Crystal Hansen, I'm the president of Metamorphosis. And yeah, Metamorphosis is just an energy development company that Mark and I formed. We really, I'm a life and wellness coach. We speak all over the world and do training. And we both just share this love for a clean, green earth. So when we sold our Chicken Soup for the Soul brand, we invested in clean energy technology through a company called Natural Power Concepts, where we do, our newest device is the one we're most excited about right now, is a folding blade wind turbine that can be put on trucks. And we're negotiating a big licensing deal right now with a huge company. I'm not going to say who it is. And but yeah, for military zones and mining and all over just places where there's no energy. I mean, we're really focused on, with Metamorphosis, we're focused on developing microgrids because there's so many people without energy. There's not centralized energy, and there's just it also adds a high level of resiliency. So if there are any threats to the grid, which seems like there's an increasing amount of concern about, grid resiliency. So we're just
You're self-sustaining with a microgrid. You can
that's
produce
it.
your own power.
Right. You can island power, which is so important in so many parts of the world for so many reasons.
Absolutely. All right. And then last but certainly not least.
Thank you. My name's Preston Weekes. I'm Chief Operating Officer for Metamorphosis Energy. My background comes from the automotive sector. I've been a car nut since I was a little kid and built car dealerships, independent car dealerships, and seeing the electrification of the automotive sector, cars turning from petroleum-based combustion engines into electrical vehicles and that transition happening. I think my basic background was the power's got to come from somewhere, and I wanted to be involved in something that was bigger and something that was game-changing and positive for the world. And so I became a part of Metamorphosis Energy, and I have the opportunity to create a difference in the world and look at all these different aspects of things that are happening in the industry and the changes. And it's so exciting to be a part of these changes because they're happening so quickly, and it creates so much opportunity out there, from emerging technologies to creating solutions for companies or cities and all the neat components that come into it. So I'm just happy to be here and be a part of this.
Well, we're so glad to have found you here at EarthX.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a family business, right?
We own the Hansen family of companies because we want to make our motto, our vision, our passionate purposefulness is clean, green, sustainable energy and water independence for everyone, come everywhere. Now remember, we've gone in 100 years from just 1 billion people to 8 billion people. So we've had, an explosion of people, and the world's never known how to handle that, and we certainly don't know how to handle it. And so 4 billion of us don't have water. And what we're saying is, hey, look, if we give inexpensive kilowatts, which is how you measure energy, right? Kilowatt per person or capita. If you have enough energy, then you can have enough water, whether we desal the water or whether we're doing atmospheric water generation where you use solar and light to take it. And Preston's going to talk to you about the newest, coolest device ever so we can clean up the water in Africa, Indonesia, China, India. And so you got energy, you can have water. Water, you have food. Food, you have abundance, and less reason for war except for the wackadoos. And so we're in the most exciting time ever.
So let me just tee this up for a minute. I don't know if you guys know this, but 9,000 people die a day from a lack of clean water, from drinking contaminated water, and 5,000 of those are children. The statistics are staggering. In third world countries, the hospital beds are occupied by half of the people that are occupying those beds are from waterborne illness. So that's why this has become a huge priority for us at Metamorphosis Energy. So, yeah.
That's an insane number. And I think it's something that a lot of people don't realize, you know, that especially when we're like, oh, we just get water out of our fridge or out of our tap. You don't think about everyone else who doesn't have access to that.
We just take it for granted. So I'm really excited. Tell me about this technology.
Show it to him, Press.
Well, so we have the unique opportunity with our company to look at all these great ideas all the time. And this was one that really, really stuck out in my mind. And a trend that I see, is people looking for solutions that work globally. And the thing that really connected with our company and our mission in this product is that it's a solution for everyone, everywhere. So it's something that actually works and it's safe and it will save lives. So it's a device. It's very low cost. It operates off of just salt water, basically, a brine solution. It takes a small device and has a small solar panel on the back. It'll charge in 2 days. It'll charge the battery. The battery lasts for a week. It'll do 75 gallons of water a week. And you can disinfect this water with no power, no resources. You can do it anywhere in the world because a big problem, there's a lot of great filters, a lot of great technologies. There's iodine that's cheap. There's different things like that. But if you're in the middle of the jungle in Vietnam, you can't go to Walmart and buy a new filter if your filter clogs. So if your family is sitting there and you need to keep your kids safe and you need to keep your family, from not having disease, this is a viable solution that will disinfect and treat your water so your family doesn't die and so your family doesn't get sick and so your community is safe. And all you need to run this thing for an entire year is the equivalent of a 50-cent container of Morton's table salt. Salt is something you can get anywhere in the world. It's a cheap resource. It's incredibly abundant, and you can find it all over the place. So it's a solution that works for everyone, everywhere. You don't need electricity. You can plug it in and you can charge it, and it charges really quickly, and it works great. But if you don't have power, if you don't have resources, if you don't have stores, if you don't have a supply chain that you can rely on, this will work for you. It's designed for the military to keep soldiers safe everywhere. And seeing technologies like this coming out, seeing the progressive way society's moving, I love it. It gets me excited. It wakes me up every day, and I'm so happy to be a part of EarthX 2019 and everything that Trammell Crow's doing here and his mission. He's literally changing the world by connecting these people here together to get these ideas and these technologies out so people know that they exist and they're solutions and we can save lives.
Absolutely. I have to confess, you have made me very sad that this is a micro episode because I would love to sit and talk with you for like 4 hours about how this works.
And that'd just be the beginning because it takes us 50 hours to go through all the technologies we have. And what we've shown you is one that'll fit in a pocket or fit in a purse. And suddenly you got 10 gallons of clean water a day. All you got to do is add salt, sodium chloride, and it becomes chlorine. And chlorine kills all the stuff that you can't have, like pathogens, viruses,
protozoa, everything.
All the stuff. And suddenly, then we got the filters and the nano filters that can be printed on 3D, which all of you listening, the future is big. It's bright. I want you to understand that if you look at any of my videos online or read any of my books, and I want you to read my money books too, like 1 Minute Millionaire. I got 7 of them, and The Richest Kids in America. The reason is you got to have your own money to make these kind of decisions. And I decided, when I was 9 years old that I was going to be vastly rich so I could do stuff that nobody else is doing that'll make everybody better off and no one worse off. But I asked ask you all to do the same, because the Danish poet laureate, the greatest physicist ever my country, Denmark, has had, my family's country, is Pet Hein. And Dr. Hein says what the world needs now is problem solvers galore, because each problem we solve creates 10 problems more.
I love that.
Yeah.
Endless problem solving, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're a
Absolutely.
solution
important.
company.
Yes,
And-
you
and
are.
There aren't many of them around,
Yeah.
both philosophically and technologically.
I want to sum this up as a great phrase that you gave me before we got into this. The story here really is from soup to solar, because you guys have taken
love
this brand, Chicken Soup for the Soul, and leveraged it as a power for good, not only in a self-help sense, but in investing in technology that is saving lives every day. Thank you so much for coming in and sitting down with us and talking about this technology. Where can I direct people who want to learn more about this? Where would I send them?
Go to metamorphosisenergy.us.
We're proud
and
to be a US
reach out to
company. That's
us.
why
We
we
want to
did it.
talk to people. We want to keep these conversations going. Networking is what this is all about. Let's come together and change the world, get these microgrids out there, get this technology out there, and make this world work for everybody.
Oh, also, too, you can check out that water technology at aquaresearch.com.
Our partner, yeah.
Awesome. So we'll put those links in the show notes. If you're listening, scroll down, click on those links, learn a little bit more about this technology.
Thank you so much for being on the show today.
So happy to be here, and thank you for all you two are doing. You're fantastic. Thank
You
you.
may be the last chance.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, quick update on this technology.
Since this was recorded, they've developed this tech into a portable water disinfectant generator that makes a dose of disinfectant for the water that you have access to. The best website to learn more about this technology is ecoworldtechnologies.org, which is the main distributor for the Aqua Research products.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Conservation Connection.
If you enjoyed our podcast, go ahead and subscribe to make sure you catch every episode that we post.
We would love to hear from you. So, if you want to reach out, go to our website, lastchanceendeavors.com/contact, and shoot us an email.
We love questions from our listeners, so if you heard something that you want to know more about, be sure to let us know.
We'll post bonus content that addresses your questions and gives you a little more information.
A big thanks to EarthX for hosting us, and a big thanks to you for listening. Don't forget to tune in next week.